Hello there, this is Sahana here with the topic crossing over. So, crossing over can also be referred to as recombination or chromosomal recombination or even chromosomal crossing over. So, it was described or discovered by a Belgian biologist Frans Alphonse Janssens in the year 1909. So, this phenomenon he described it as he observed a cross-like arrangements, as can be seen here. He observed a cross-like arrangements in a cell division phase, that is meiosis, and he proposed the crossing over as a genetic process. And coming to the definition here, this process or the crossing over can be defined as the exchange of genetic material between the homologous chromosome, which results in the recombinant chromosomes. So these two are the homologous chromosomes here, and a particular loci where the linked genes are present, they undergo crossing over, and once the crossing over is completed, then that results in the recombinant chromosomes here, which means the chromosome which undergo the crossing over will literally in exchange their physical materials to each other. Now, coming to the characteristics of crossing over, this process occurs between non-sister chromatids, and this happens in a prophase 1 of meiosis, or Pachytene stage of meiosis. So here what actually happens is those two homologous chromosomes which are involved will have arms, and those arms are called non-sister chromatids. So these two undergo crossing over and exchange their materials or exchange their genes, resulting in the recombinations, or they lead in the formation of new combinations between these linked genes. And this crossing over generally yields two recombinant types or crossing over types, and another two will be parental types, which means the progenies will be of four types here. When the parent is of one type and the second parent is of another type, when they two combine, there is four types of progenies that are being produced. Out of those four progenies, two of them are similar to the parental types. All right, they are completely exact copies of parental types, but the other two combinations are new. That is because of the crossing over that is happening between the linked genes of parental and the paternal and the maternal chromosomes. So here the chromosomes generally leads to the exchange of equal segments, and whenever the crossing over is happening, the equal segments or equal number of genes are being exchanged between the two non-sister chromatids here, and the recombination is always reciprocal. Which stage the crossing over can be observed? So there are in meiosis there are two stages, that is meiosis 1 and 2, of which the first stage, the prophase, has a Pachytene stage where the homologous chromosome arrange themselves in a tetrad formation or tetrad form. So there the crossing over will occur here. So as can be seen here, these two are the homologous chromosomes that are arranged in tetrads, and the crossing over is happening between two non-sister chromatids. So once the crossing over is done, then they completely exchange the segments, resulting in the new recombinants or recombinant chromosome. There are different types of crossing over this that can be observed. There are mainly two types of crossing over. The one is somatic or mitotic crossing over, which usually occurs in somatic cells during the mitosis cell division phase. And there is the second type, which is called germinal or meiotic crossing over type. So here this includes another two kinds, like that includes different kinds in them, that is equal crossing over and unequal crossing over. So firstly, coming to the somatic or mitotic crossing over, this type of crossing over, as I said, this occurs especially in somatic cells or the vegetative cells, and this happens during the process of mitosis, which is the equational cell division. So this has nothing to do with the genetic significance and all. So this is completely rare. The mitotic crossing over is completely rare. So this type of crossing over is noted by Pontecorvo in the year 1958 in the fungus called Aspergillus. And this is the second type, that is called germinal or meiotic crossing over. So this type of crossing over, as the name says, or as the term indicates, this takes place in the germinal cells during the process of meiosis, or during the cell phase, that is cell division phase, meiosis. And these germinal cells will produce the gametes. So once the crossing over happens in these cells, then there is recombination that is happening. There is a reshuffling of genes that is happening between the gametes, or even before the formation of gametes. As a result, when these gametes fuse with another, there is new recombinants that are being produced. And this is unlike the somatic crossing over. This is just universal, or just commonly occur, and this have a great genetic significance. Now, there are two types of germinal crossing over, of which the first one is equal crossing over. So as the name says here, equal crossing over, in the sense, I told you the segments exchange uh, is happening between the non-sister chromatids here. So those two segments which are getting exchanged are of equal size in this type of germinal crossing over. And this again has three types in it, which is called single crossing over, double crossing over, and multiple crossing over, depending on the number of chromatids that is being involved here. Now, in single crossing over type, crossing over, or in this type, the chromatids break and reunite at only one point. As the name says, only single crossing over is happening at one locus, right? So this is a homologous chromosomes here. So the crossing over is happening between only this loci, or between these linked genes. As a result, what is happening? There is exchange of only one single segment here. Only one recombinant is being present here. Whereas in double crossing over, the chromatids break and reunite at two different points of a same chromatid. Alright, the crossing over is happening in the same chromatid it is happening. So here the crossing over is happening first here, resulting in the exchange of material like this, reciprocating the exchange thing. And again, the second crossing over is happening in the same chromatid arm or chromatids, resulting in the reshuffling of the chromatids, which means the chromatids get back to their original position due to this second crossing over here. So there is third type called multiple crossing over. So this is kind of this rarely occurs. So here what usually happens is the chromatid break and reunite at many points in a particular tetrad, or in particular homologous chromosomes. Now, another type of germinal or meiotic crossing over. So here the segments exchange between chromatids are unequal. As the name says, the segments that is being exchanged, or the number of genes that is being exchanged between the non-sister chromatids, are unequal here. So here the chromosomes can get an extra gene, or it can even get a less gene. So here in this example, the crossing over is happening between B and C gene of this particular chromosome and C and D of this particular chromosome. As a result, what is happening is this 1 and 2 are like the sister chromatids here. So this particular chromatid is receiving a less, or one less gene, and this particular chromosome is receiving an extra gene. So the length or a number of gene in these particular homologous chromosomes are different. They are not equal. So this is called the unequal crossing over. Now, coming to the significance of crossing over helps in the establishment of concept of linear arrangement of genes. So how do we know that the genes are arranged in a linear fashion? So because the crossing over happens in between these genes which are arranged linear, this can be easily said that the concept of linear arrangement is true. And the frequency of crossing over helps in mapping of chromosome. that is determining the location of genes on a chromosome. So this, as it is said, it can also be called as gene mapping, that is to locate the gene where, so as to where it is present on a chromosome. So this has significance in whether if the diseases that can be passing on from the parents to the offspring. So is there any gene that are linked to these disease causing thing, and is that is arriving, or is that is getting to the offspring? So that can be seen with this crossing over thing. And it is important factor in sexual reproduction, because the new recombinants is formed in the sexual reproduction thing, and when the new combinants are produced, there is a variation in the genetic pool or genic pool, and that increases the evolution. All right, so this new the arrival of new combination or the formation of new offsprings with a new genetic variety is a food for evolution here. So these are the few significance of crossing over.